4477. Call 800-988-4477 today.
Farmers Savings Bank is proud of their community banking tradition. Farmers Savings Bank is committed to providing a high level of customer service and products to enhance the well-being of the communities they serve. Whether it is for a home, farm, land, or business loan, Farmers Savings Bank has money to lend. Be sure to call your local Mount Horeb Farmers Savings Bank today at 437-2265. Farmers Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Are you in need of chiropractic services? Dr. Joe Ryan of Mount Horeb Chiropractic will provide the finest chiropractic care for every patient. Dr. Ryan uses advanced spinal correction and chiropractic adjustments utilizing state-of-the-art techniques. Dr. Ryan has years of training, expertise, and experience in helping patients get relief from back pain, neck pain, and other related conditions. Located at 1840 Business Highway 18151 next to Pizza Hut, or call 608-437-0099 to set up an appointment today.
You are listening to Wisco Radio.
Welcome back to Dodgeville High School. Matchup tonight between Mount Horeb and Dodgeville. Coming into this game, Mount Horeb with a 2-2 record, head coached by Tom Lazar, his second season. Vikings recently received the number 4 seed in the playoffs and will play Stoughton next Tuesday at 7 p.m. for their first game of the playoffs. Last game, the Vikings lost to DeForest 59-51. Close game all the way until the end, where DeForest just pulled out right at the end and took the lead. Vikings coming into this one are averaging 48.2 points per game as a team, 0.2 points above Dodgeville. Should be a close one based on the stats tonight. Leading scorers for the Vikings are Julia Magnuson with 15.8 points per game, Emily Wallace with 7.5, and Grace Vesterman with 6 points per game. All those players are good players to watch tonight. Magnuson, the leading scorer and the leading rebounder. Emily Wallace, a key part of the offense for the Vikings, running the point guard position, running all the plays, developing a lot on the offensive side of the ball. And Grace Vesterman, that hustle player that will always go after the ball for the Vikings. 7 minutes left until tip-off. We will take another break in the Wisco Radio pregame show. We'll be right back.
Did you know that one of the top global providers of 3D printing and additive manufacturing services is located right here just outside of Mount Horeb? Since 2001, Midwest Prototyping has been creating parts and prototypes for companies worldwide. To learn more, visit MidwestProto.com. Midwest Prototyping proudly supports Mount Horeb students through internships, technical education programs, and athletics. Go Vikings!
The Grand Stay Hotel and Suites is a brand new hotel in Mount Horeb. The Grand Stay caters to business and leisure travelers and is ideal for individuals and families. In a convenient location near Madison, Grand Stay is also a great option for guests visiting neighboring Barneveld or Epic Systems in Verona. We offer clean, comfortable rooms, free hot breakfast, an indoor pool, hot tub, and a 24-hour fitness center. To see pictures, visit grandstaymount.horeb.com, book online, or call 608-437-5200 to make your reservation today.
Hey sports fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go and unwind after the big game? Kittleson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game, brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Go Vikings!
What's your favorite high school sports memory? A late inning rally? A game-winning shot? A photo finish? Maybe it's a pep rally or pregame ritual. Maybe it's the euphoria of a late-night bus ride home after a hard-fought win. Maybe it's having pizza with teammates after the game. Now, imagine if it never happened at all. School sports need your help. With budgets getting tighter, it's more than the games that are on the line. It's all the traditions.
When the stadium lights go on, you know it's time for Mount Horeb Bonneville football. And that's where you'll find Mark Norman and Associates.
All those memories
As a parent and local business owner, Mark knows the importance of supporting high school athletics, the athletic program, and
buy a ticket when you can.
Mark
Go to
Norman
a
and
game.
Associates also
Take the
knows
whole
the importance
family.
of buying or selling your
Let's
property.
do everything
At
we
First
can
Weber of Mount
to
Horeb,
keep those
Mark Norman and
cherished school
Associates want to help
sports
you
memories
find the perfect
alive.
home in the area, whether
This
it's
message
town
presented
or
by
the
the
country.
Wisconsin
For the
Interscholastic
expertise and
Athletic
experience you
Association
need, call
and the Wisconsin Athletic
608-575-3938
Directors Association.
or visit them online, marknorman.firstweber.com.
This is Wisco Radio.
Welcome back to Dodgeville High School. 4:11 left until tip-off. Dodgeville will be wearing the all-white uniforms tonight. Mount Horeb will be in the all-red. One thing that the Vikings really should look to do tonight is use their height to their advantage. The tallest player on Dodgeville is listed at 5'10". Vikings have Julia Magnuson and a couple other players who are really tall. Vikings need to get the ball down low and play a physical game of basketball, something that we saw them do against Barneville about a week ago. We saw them play a nice physical game, getting the ball down low, working it into the post, being patient with the shots. So that's another thing that they should really try to carry over into this game. With that, I will hand it over to Evan Stange for some keys to the game.
Thanks, Colin. So tonight, I would say if Mount Horeb would like to win, they're going to need to keep playing that great physical game, scoring a good percentage of their three-point shots, and just making the free throws when they get fouled or they are just down close and able to make one. Another thing is just keeping down turnovers, as it has been for both the boys and the girls, just making sure that those stay pretty low and keep consistently low, hopefully.
Yeah, those are always big things in a basketball game, just hitting those free throws, taking the free points, limiting the turnovers as well, and limiting the fouls even too. 2:56 left until tip-off. We'll take one final break, and we'll be back with tip-off.
Farmers Savings Bank is proud of their community banking tradition. Farmers Savings Bank is committed to providing a high level of customer service and products to enhance the well-being of the communities they serve. Whether it is for a home, farm, land, or business loan, Farmers Savings Bank has money to lend. Be sure to call your local Mount Horeb Farmers Savings Bank today at 437-2265. Farmers Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Can't make it to the game? Catch it live on WiscoRadio.com or download our mobile app on the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. Dr. Steven Samuelson and Lauren Ta are your local eye care professionals. Any time of year is a great time to schedule your optical exam and your eye care needs. Clear vision starts with healthy eyes, so contact Samuelson Eye Care, 437-3377 to schedule your eye exam today. 437-3377. You'll be glad you did.
You are listening to Wisco Radio.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Wisconsin.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Find all previous stats, replays of past games, and weekly podcasts covering all Vikings athletic action by going to wiscoradio.com and clicking under the Archives podcast tab.
Hey sports fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go and unwind after the big game? Kittleson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game, brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Go Vikings!
You are listening to Wisco Radio.
Welcome back to Dodgeville High School. Teams getting ready for the national anthem, playing the Dodgeville school song at the moment. Just a few seconds left here till the buzzer will go off. Another key to the game for the Vikings would also be hitting three-pointers tonight, something that we didn't see them do a ton of in their previous game, but something that would really help them a lot.
Tonight, we have placed full officiating uniforms on the scores.
Let you listen in for the national anthem.
A couple months ago today, Dennis Ballman passed away. He was a teacher at the Dodgeville School District and officiated football, basketball, baseball, and softball at all different levels for many years. He was always looking to help out with officiating in many other aspects of life as well. Lastly, Tracy Kruger passed away. Tracy was also a local official to officiate football, volleyball, cross-country, basketball, track and field. Tracy was officiating the boys' basketball game at Western Center in Finland. Officials and consulting on another local officiating group. A lot like Dennis, Tracy was always willing to help out when Phil needed with big issues within the crews. Ironically, these two were very close friends with both teams discussed in. At this time, we would like to take a moment of time to honor these two great men, Dennis Ballman and Tracy Kruger. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, for America, our freedom, we ask those who are able to stand your hats, place your hand over your heart, and join us in the playing of our national anthem.
Both teams now getting ready to introduce these starting lineups. The Vikings look to be going with the same starting lineup that they have had the past few games. 18 minutes on the clock. Vikings starting lineup coming up first. First, junior number 10, Emma Anderson. Following her, number 21, Grace Vesperman. Next, number 22, Julia Magnuson. Number 23, Emily Wallace. And number 34, Leah Livefree. As I mentioned earlier, head coach Tom Lazar leading the Vikings. Now for Dodgeville. Number 11, McKenna Riley. Number 12, Maggie White. Number 13, Marley Bush. Number 2, AJ Phillips. And JoJo Heimel. Dodgeville with 3 freshmen in their starting lineup, the other 2 being seniors. On the other side of things, you have Emma Anderson, who is a junior, Vesperman, who is a junior, Wallace, who is a junior, and Leifried, who is also a junior. And then the sole senior in the starting lineup is Julia Magnuson. I believe the Vikings will get the ball to start here. As we've mentioned before in previous games, no tip ball this year. Rules due to the pandemic, as Wallace will start with the ball for the Vikings. Wallace brings it up. Wallace shoots the 3 right away. No good long. Rebound to Dodgeville. Dodgeville started out playing the zone, something that you'll see a lot of the time from the Vikings, as you see it right here. Playing the 2-3 zone. As Phillips is up top, passes it to White. White now over to Heimerl. Heimerl to the corner, puts up the three, does Bush. No good, air ball, rebounded by Anderson. 17:25 left to play. Still no score as Wallace has it on the wing. Wallace getting the screen from Leibfried, rolling left. Kicks it to Vesperman on the wing. Now bounces it to Leibfried, back to Vesperman at the top. Now over to Magnuson. Back to Leibfried. Now down low to Anderson as the ref will get Anderson with the travel before the shot. 17:06 left to play, no score yet. Vikings also showing a press, something that worked out very well for them in their game against Barneville. Forced a lot of different turnovers as Dodgeville breaks the press. Riley with it, tries to go on the wing, swatted down by Vesperman, gathered in by Anderson. Hands it off to Wallace, now Vesperman with it. Kicks it to Anderson, driving baseline. Pump fake, shot no good, blocked. Shot again, blocked, but they will call a foul on the shot, and Anderson will head to the free throw line for 2 shots. Maggie White with the foul for Dodgeville. Emma Anderson's first free throw is good. First team foul for Dodgeville. No team fouls for the Vikings so far, as Anderson scored the first points of the night for either team. Second free throw from Anderson is good as well. Vikings up 2-0, 16:38 left to play, as the ball will be tipped out of bounds, will remain with Dodgeville. Throwing it in was White, gets it in to Heimerl. Heimerl guarded by Vesperman, over on the wing to Riley. Riley back up top to White. White down low to Bush. Bush driving in, kicks it on the wing to Heimerl for 3, good. JoJo Heimerl with the first 3 points of the game for Dodgeville, as they will take the early lead 3-2 against the Vikings. Vesperman tries to get it to Anderson as the pass will be stolen by White, pushing it up now for the lay-in, bounces in for JoJo Heimerl. Wallace now on the wing. Skips it to Magnuson. Magnuson at the top, now to Leibfried. Over to Anderson. Anderson dribbling left. Puts up the shot, tries to go over 2 defenders, no good, blocked. Riley now pushing it up. White with it on the wing, back to Riley at the top. Now back to White. Vikings still playing that zone as the pass goes off the foot of Bush. Ball on the ground now as a jump ball will be called. Possession will go to Dodgeville. 15:25 left to play in the first half. Dodgers leading the Vikings 5-2.
Vikings here with some pretty impressive stops, Colin.
Yeah, playing good defense so far in this one, but so is Dodgeville, only allowing 2 points so far as Dodgeville puts up the 3, no good. Rebound Anderson. Wallace bringing it up. Dribbling left. Driving in, puts up the shot, no good, bounces out. Rebound is fought for, and a jump ball will be called. Will be Vikings ball. 15:06 left to play until halftime. 5-2 your score, Dodgeville leading. Leibfried getting it into Wallace. Now to Anderson. Anderson on the wing. Calling for the screen from Leibfried. Now to Magnuson. Magnuson takes the 3 from the wing. No good. As it will be rebounded. Goes out of bounds. Last touched by Dodgeville, they say. Dodgeville head coach not too happy about that call. But will be Vikings ball. Vesperman getting it into Leibfried, finding Magnuson down low for the easy layup. Timeout is taken by the Vikings. We will take one with them as well. 14:51 left to play in the first half. Dodgeville up 5-4.
When the stadium lights go on, you know it's time for Mount Horeb Barneville football, and that's where you'll find Mark Norman and Associates. As a parent and local business owner, Mark knows the importance of supporting high school athletics, the athletic program, and Mount Horeb Barneville football.
Mark Nortman and Associates also knows the importance of buying or selling your property. At First Weber of Mount Horeb, Mark Nortman and Associates want to help you find the perfect home in the area, whether it be in the town or in the country. For the expertise and the experience you need, call 608-575-3393 or visit them online, marknortman.firstweber.com.
Can't make it to the game? Catch it live on WiscoRadio.com or download our mobile app on the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store.
During the break, Vikings having the ball, not being able to, Dodgeville having the ball, throwing it out of bounds. Dodgeville, however, regaining possession as Riley will bring it up, guarded closely by Vestman. Over to the wing to White. Now skipping it over to the other wing. Puts up the three, no good. Rebounded by Liebfried. Wallace now pushing it up. Wallace getting the screen. Now over to Magnuson on the wing. Back to Wallace at the top. Wallace now looking for a play. Hands it off. Now over to Vesperman. Now to Liebfried. Now to Magnuson down low. Magnuson with the bucket. Bring it up for Dodgeville is White. Throwing it out of bounds, but will remain with Dodgeville. Bias checking in for Magnuson. White bringing it up the court, hands it off to Heimerl as a foul will be called on the Vikings. Foul will be on Vesperman, her first of the game. First team foul for the Vikings as well. Phillips getting it in to Heimerl. Swinging it over to Riley. Riley on the wing now to the corner, skipping it, stolen by Vesperman. Vesperman now pushing it up for the Vikings. Tries to spin around her defender, can't get the lay-in to go. Rebound Dodgeville. Dodgeville now bringing it up as the pass will be stolen by Parker. Parker now pushing it up as that ball will be stolen from her by Heimerl. Couple sloppy possessions here by each team, throwing the ball away and causing a lot of turnovers as Heimerl has it on the wing. Now back up top to Phillips. Phillips driving in, takes it to White. White over to Riley. Riley now to Heimerl. Finding White down low. Now kicks it out for the three. Good. Phillips with the three-pointer for Dodgeville. 8-6 your score. 12:41 left to play until halftime. Wallace dribbling in, kicks it to Vesperman on the wing. Vesperman dribbling in, trying to find a play. Now over to Wallace. Wallace on the wing. Now out to Liebfried. Liebfried near the top. Wallace on the left wing. Now down low to Liebfried. Liebfried going up for the shot. Shot will be blocked, but they will get the Dodger for the foul. The foul was on McKenna Riley. Her first of the game. Second team foul for Dodgeville in this one. Liebfried at the line shooting two shots. First one's no good, right. Magnuson and Olendek checking in for the Vikings. Coming in for Vesperman and Parker. Liebfried now getting ready for her second shot. Second shot from Liebfried is good. Anderson now checking in for Liebfried. 8-7 now your score. Dodgeville leading. 12:22 left to play until halftime. Pushing it up is White. White now deciding to slow things down. Giving it to Phillips. Phillips dribbling right on the wing. Meets a couple defenders. Hands it off to Heimerl. Heimerl now dribbling left. Over to White. Now back to Phillips. Phillips now dribbling in right. Met by a couple defenders. Throws up a shot. Rebounded by Buys. Olendek swings it over to Wallace. Now pushing it up to Anderson in the corner. Anderson trying to back down into the post. Doesn't get it to work. Kicks it out. Wallace now with it near the top. Dribbling out, thought about the three for a second, now to Buys. Buys trying to find Anderson down low. Ball was tipped as a jump ball will be called. Will go to Dodgeville. Already 3 jump balls in this one. Very physical game by both teams. 11:39 left to play until halftime. 8-7 your score. Dodgeville leading. Vikings now showing the press again as Dodgeville struggles to get it across. Pass is deflected, gathered in by Anderson. As Anderson now goes for the lay-in, but they say a foul on the floor, no shot. Will be Vikings ball. Foul was on Heimerl, her first of the game, 3rd team foul for Dodgeville. As Bloom will check in for Dodgeville. Olendick looking to pass it in, trying to find someone, tries to find Anderson. Missed Anderson, but Burt gathered that one in. Olendick now with it in the corner. Olendick working on Heimerl, tries to find Magnuson down low. Finds her, Magnuson putting up the shot, no good. Rebounded by Dodgeville. Heimerl now pushing it up. Over on the wing now. White dribbling up top, swings it over to Phillips. Phillips now to Heimerl. Heimerl driving baseline, shots blocked by Magnuson. Gathered in by Bloom as she tries to put up a shot. Ball's on the ground now, goes out of bounds. It's a last touch by the Vikings and will be Dodgeville's ball. Elliott checking in for the Vikings, coming in for Wallace. White with it on the wing for Dodgeville. Vikings playing a very good zone defense so far in this one, trapping Dodgeville wherever they can, not allowing easy shots. As Heimerl drives to the hoop, tries to get the layup to go, can't get it. Rebounded by Anderson. Anderson now pushing it all the way up. Backs out, kicks it to Olendick. Magnuson now at the top. Over to Elliott. Elliott on the wing for 3, no good air ball as it is rebounded by White. White pushes it up. Now near the top. Over to White, now down low to Bloom. Bloom to White on the wing. Now down low to Heimerl. Layup no good, rebounded by Burke. Heimerl with 2 similar shots in the row, trying to throw the layup, can't get it with the short shot as Olendick will just throw one up, no good. Rebounded by Dodgeville. As White will just throw it right out of bounds. Will be Vikings ball. Both teams playing a very physical and sloppy game so far, throwing the ball out of bounds a lot and playing a physical game, a lot of jump balls, balls going out of bounds. Both teams probably looking to clean it up a little bit. 8-7 your score, 9:49 left to play until halftime. As Elliott has it at the top, getting the screen from Magnuson as the officials will get Magnuson for the illegal screen. Foul is on Magnuson, her first. 2nd team foul for the Vikings. White pushing it up into the corner now to Bush. Now back up top to White. Now over to Heimerl. Heimerl shoots the long 2, bounced out, no good. Goes out of bounds and will be Vikings ball. Thompson and Wallace checking in for the Vikings for Elliott and Burke. 9:30 left to play in the half. 8-7 your score, Dodgeville leading. Both teams not being able to score for the past few minutes. Vikings looking to change that as Vesperman has it, trying to dribble in, working on Heimerl. Stuck in the lane as a traveling violation will be called on Vesperman. White now pushing it up, guarded by Thompson on the full court press. White now pushing it all the way up, skips it over to Bush. Now up top to Heimerl. Heimerl taking the 3, good. Heimerl's been a big part of that Dodger offense as she's senior senior guard who's been playing a lot, scoring a lot of points, as Wallace takes the shot, no good. Rebounded by Thompson. Back to Wallace. Wallace at the top, dribbling left. Now finding Anderson. Anderson takes the three from the wing, no good. Rebounded by Heimerl. Pushing it up now. White. Dribbling left on the wing, hands it off to Bush. Now swing it to Heimerl, now into the corner to White. White putting up the shot, blocked by Anderson and rebounded by Anderson. Hands it off to Wallace. Wallace deciding to slow things down, get a little bit of offense set up here for the Vikings, having a lot of possessions in a row here without a score. Magnuson on the elbow, takes the jumper, bounces out, no good. Rebounded by Dodgeville. White dribbling it up, trying to find Heimerl, can't get it, stolen by Vesperman. Vesperman on the wing, fought for the ball, now gets it to Wallace. Wallace to Anderson. Anderson now taking the three, no good. As the officials will get Magnuson with the foul, her second of the game. Magnuson in foul trouble early, not good for the Vikings, having their star player head to the bench with 7:44 left to play until halftime. 11-7 your score, Dodgeville leading. Phillips with it for Dodgeville, dribbling in. Meets a few defenders as a foul will be called on the Vikings. Foul is on Vesperman, her second. Vikings now with a couple players with two fouls in Vesperman and Magnuson. Heimerl putting up the three from the corner, no good. Rebound being fought for, ends up into the hands of Vesperman. Vesperman now the lone player down near the hoop. Misses the layup and rebounded by Dodgeville. Vesperman having the wide open layup. Throws it up a little too hard and misses the easy shot. Riley with it, getting it down low. Finding Bush, but a foul will be called on the Vikings. That one on Leibfried, her first of the game. Fifth team foul for the Vikings. 11-7 your score. Dodgeville leading, 7:06 left to play in the half. Heimerl looking for a player, has to get it in soon as a 5-second call will be called on Dodgeville. Vikings doing a very nice job there, locking everyone up and forcing the turnover. Wallace bringing it up over to Leibfried. Leibfried at the top, now to Parker. Parker dribbling right, going all the way to the hoop and gets the shot. Timeout taken by Dodgeville. 30-second timeout. We'll take one as well. Dodgeville up 11-9.
The Grand Stay Hotel and Suites is a brand new hotel in Mount Horeb. The Grand Stay caters to business and leisure travelers and is ideal for individuals and families. In a convenient location near Madison, Grand Stay is also a great option for guests visiting neighboring Barneveld or Epic Systems in Verona. We offer clean, comfortable rooms, free hot breakfast, an indoor pool, hot tub, and a 24-hour fitness center. To see pictures, visit grandstaymount.horeb.com, book online, or call 608-437-5200 to make your reservation today.
This is Wisco Radio.
Dodgeville throwing it in after the timeout. Vikings showing press here. Dodgeville not able to break it a couple times, but breaking it here as they'll push it all the way up to the hoop. Stopped by Parker as Heimerl now has it on the wing. Guarded closely by Wallace. Vikings looking to trap as she will get it over to Riley. Riley skipping it to the top to White. White now dribbling in and gets the bucket to go. 13-9 your score. 6:16 left to play in the first half. Ball almost stolen as Anderson will get it. Parker now on the wing as a double dribble will be called on Parker. 6:09 left to play in the half, 13-9, Dodgeville leading. Heimerl now over to White, trying to break the Vikings press, gets it across half court. Now over in the corner for three, no good, long, rebounded by Wallace. Wallace now pushing it up. Backs it out, now dribbling left, over to Parker. As Parker tried the pump fake, but they will get her for the travel. Her second turnover in the past couple possessions here. Heimerl now over to White. White crossing half court, getting it up, now passing it to Phillips. Phillips puts up the shot, no good. Rebound Wallace. Wallace on the wing, getting the screen from Liebfried. As Wallace will take the shot from the top, no good. Rebounded by Phillips. 5:21 left to play until halftime, 13-9 your score, Dodgeville leading. As Heimerl has it on the wing, now down low. Back to Heimerl, over on the other wing now, dribbling right, kicks it out for the three. No good, rebounded by Heimerl underneath the hoop, as a foul will be called on the Vikings. Foul was on Liebfried, her second of the game. Vikings now with a few players and a little bit of foul trouble in the first half. Heimerl will try to get it in. Finding Bloom, as a foul will be called on the Vikings. Foul was on Anderson, her first of the game. 17th foul for the Vikings, so Dodgeville will be in bonus for the remainder of the first half. Bloom will be at the line for Dodgeville, shooting 1-1. First free throw, no good, bounces out, as a jump ball will be called. Ball will go to the Vikings. Vesperman running the point. Dribbling left, now to Olendick on the wing. Olendick to Buys, now to Burke. Burke dribbling in, finding Olendick. Olendick dribbling in, tries to put up the shot, can't get it, but will draw the foul on the way up. We'll head to the free throw line for two shots. Foul was on Maggie White, her second. 14th foul for Dodgeville. First shot from Olendick is no good. Hits the back iron and out. As the Dodgeville coach isn't too happy about something. Officials now discussing something. I believe coach was trying to argue who the foul was on. Trying to say it wasn't on White. As Audrey White will now check in for Maggie White. Olendick, second shot, no good, long, as Olendick will try to get her own rebound, as it'll go out of bounds. Last touch by Olendick, and will be Dodgeville's ball. 4:42 left to play in the first half. Dodgeville leading Mount Horeb 13-9. As Heimerl will throw it over to Phillips. Phillips crossing half court, breaking the press, met by a few Vikings as Heimerl now has it, kicking it over to White. White on the wing, swinging it over to Riley. Riley putting up the jumper, good. Riley taking a few steps in from the three-point line and shooting up the jumper for Dodgeville, making the score 15-9 with 4:10 left to play in the first half. As Vesterman will try to go down low for the shot, but will draw the foul. They say it will be on the floor, so no shot. The foul was on Emma Bloom, her first of the game. 15th foul for Dodgeville. Ackerman checking in for Buys. As Vesperman will look to pass it in, finding Anderson. Anderson takes the baseline jumper, no good, air ball, rebounded by Bloom. Bloom pushing it up to Riley. Riley guarded closely by Olendick. Now over to Heimerl. Heimerl on the wing. Dodgeville a little clustered on offense, all near each other. As Bloom will now have it. Now over to White. White putting up the three from the wing. No good air ball. Rebounded by Anderson. Now pushing it up to Olendick. Olendick trying to go all the way up the court for the layup. Can't get it. Rebound is fought for. Ends up back into the hands of Olendick, who will put up another shot. Bounces out, no good. Rebounded by Heimerl. Heimerl over to White. White now skipping it to Riley. Riley over to Heimerl. Heimerl on the wing from three. Good. .307 left to play in the half. Vikings trailing the Dodgers 18-9. As Olendick now has it on the wing. Dribbling in over to Burke. Burke now driving in, kicks it to Anderson. Now to Vesperman. As a timeout will be taken by the Vikings. We will take one as well. 2:47 left to play until halftime. 18-9 your score. Dodgeville leading.
All right, guys, we're ready for our Four Seasons sunroom, and Daddy's gonna get a rec room with refreshments.
Oh no, we'll be sleeping under the stars.
Mom, what about the one with, the fun?
Nice try, little bro. It's a gym. My gym.
Hey, Grandma's getting her Four Seasons garden room. Weather tight and still like being outdoors. Maybe a living room. Oh no, wait, a family hub.
Yeah! No matter what the budget, the season, or the climate, Four Seasons sunrooms let you and your family enjoy the outdoors inside. Call now to hear more about these great offers from the premier manufacturer of sunrooms since 1975.
4 reasons for 4 seasons now.
To find out more, call toll-free 800-988-4477. That's 800-988-4477. Call 800-988-4477 today.
This is Wisco Radio.
18-9 your score. Dodgeville leading Mount Horeb. 2:47 left to play in the half. Vikings not being able to score for a very long time. Started off quick, scored a few points right away, but just being slowed down. Dodgeville did start out with the zone defense, and ever since they switched away from that and just have been playing man-to-man defense, Vikings have really struggled to get any points on the board. On the other hand, Dodgeville has been pretty hot here as of late, scoring 10 points in the past few minutes. As Anderson will dribble in for the Vikings. Shot no good. Rebounded by Heimerl. Heimerl giving it to Riley. Riley over to Phillips on the wing. Skipping it over to White. White now back to Riley at the top. Finding Bush down low for the shot. Gets the bucket and the foul. As Bush will have the opportunity to convert the and one. Foul was on Ackerman, her first of the game. As Leibfried and Magnuson will check into this one. Free throw from Bush, no good, short, barely hit the rim, rebounded by Leibfried. Wallace now to Leibfried. Leibfried to Magnuson. Magnuson near the elbow, finding Vesperman cutting to the hoop, kicking it to Anderson as a traveling violation will be called on Anderson.
Another turnover here, Colin. The Vikings will really need to keep these down if they want to continue keeping competitive in the game.
Yeah, Vikings having a lot of turnovers, like travels, double dribbles, a lot of stuff like that they really can't continue into the second half if they want to win this game. Heimerl bringing it up, gets it to Phillips. Phillips guarded closely by Vesperman, now to White. White now to Heimerl in the corner. Back to White, swings it over to Riley. Riley getting it down low to Bush, now to White. White takes the jumper, shot blocked by Magnuson as the ball will end up into the hands of Anderson. Wallace pushing it up to Leibfried. Leibfried finding Magnuson. Magnuson now trying to get it into the post. Shot no good. Rebounded by Phillips. 1:09 left to play in the half. 20-9 your score. Vikings trailing. As White will have it, dribbling into the hoop. Shot no good. Rebounded by Bush, who will now put up the shot for the bucket. .48 seconds left to play in the half. Wallace with the ball at the top. Now over to Magnuson. Magnuson dribbling right. Puts up the layup. Good. Magnuson getting a couple points here for the first time for the Vikings in a while. As Riley will push it up. Now to Bush. Bush dribbling baseline. Ball's on the ground, stolen by Anderson. Now pushing it up to Vesperman. Vesperman taking the jumper, no good. Rebounded by Riley. 15 seconds left to play in the half. As Phillips has it over to Heimerl on the wing for three, no good. Rebounded by Anderson. 8 seconds left. Anderson getting it to Vesperman. Vesperman now looking for a last second shot. Gets it to Wallace. Puts up the shot. No good. Wallace trying to drive in for the lay-in, but it rolls out at the last second. 22-11 your score. Dodgeville leading Mount Horeb at the half. We'll be right back with some stats.
Are you in need of chiropractic services? Dr. Joe Ryan at Mount Horeb Chiropractic will provide the finest chiropractic care to each and every patient. Dr. Ryan uses advanced spinal correction and chiropractic adjustments utilizing state-of-the-art techniques. Dr. Ryan has years of training, expertise, and experience in helping patients get relief from their back pain, neck pain, and other related conditions. Located at 1840 Business Highway 18151 next to Pizza Hut, or call 608-437-0099 to set up an appointment today.
You are listening to Wisco Radio.
Farmers Savings Bank is proud of their community banking tradition. Farmers Savings Bank is committed to providing a high level of customer service and products to enhance the well-being of the communities they serve. Whether it is for a home, farm, land, or business loan, Farmers Savings Bank has money to lend. Be sure to call your local Mount Horeb Farmers Savings Bank today at 437-2265. Farmers Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Follow us on Twitter and Facebook at Wisco Radio for photos, stats, the tip tracker, and much more.
Hey sports fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go and unwind after the big game? Kittleson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game, brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Go Vikings!
Find all previous stats, replays of past games, and weekly podcasts covering all Vikings athletic action by going to wiscoradio.com and clicking under the Archives podcast tab.
When the stadium lights go on, you know it's time for Mount Horeb Barneville football, and that's where you'll find Mark Norman and Associates. As a parent and local business owner, Mark knows the importance of supporting high school athletics, the athletic program, and Mount Horeb Barneville football. Mark Norman and Associates also knows the importance of buying or selling your property. At First Weber of Mount Horeb, Mark Norman and Associates want to help you find the perfect home in the area, whether it be in the town or in the country. For the expertise and the experience you need, call 608-575-3393 or visit them online, marknorman.firstweber.com.
Wisco Radio, home of the Mount Horeb Vikings.
The Grand Stay Hotel and Suites is a brand new hotel in Mount Horeb. The Grand Stay caters to business and leisure travelers and is ideal for individuals and families. In a convenient location near Madison, Grand Stay is also a great option for guests visiting neighboring Barneveld or Epic Systems in Verona. We offer clean, comfortable rooms, free hot breakfast, an indoor pool, hot tub, and a 24-hour fitness center. To see pictures, visit grandstaymounthoreb.com, book online, or call 608-437-5200 to make your reservation today.
Now it's time to get back to the Vikings athletic action, brought to you live right here on Wisco Radio.
What's your favorite high school sports memory? A late inning rally? A game-winning shot? A photo finish? Maybe it's a pep rally or a pregame ritual. Maybe it's the euphoria of a late-night bus ride home after a hard-fought win. Maybe it's having pizza with teammates after the game. Now, imagine if it never happened at all. School sports need your help. With budgets getting tighter, it's more than the games that are on the line. It's all the traditions, the community
You are
pride,
listening
the
to the Mount
culture
Horeb
of your
Vikings
hometown
on
high school.
Wisco Radio.
Plus, all those memories that are on the line, too. What can you do? It's simple. Buy a ticket when you can. Go to a game. Take the whole family. Let's do everything we can to keep those cherished school sports memories alive.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Welcome back to Dodgeville High School. 5:22 left until play will resume here. Dodgeville leading the Vikings 22-11 at the half. Vikings in the first half not being able to get really any offense going. Had a few points right away and then just kind of seemed to just fall apart on offense. As I mentioned earlier, Dodgeville did start out with the 2-3 zone defense and then switched to the man-to-man. And it really seemed to affect the Vikings. I don't know if they haven't seen a lot of it this year or what's going on with that, weren't prepared for it or what, but the Vikings really need to adjust to that defense, something that they weren't able to do at all in the first half. Another thing on the offensive side of the ball for the Vikings is really needing to limit those turnovers. Had a lot of careless turnovers, travels, double dribbles. Really need to clean those up and gain those possessions and get some points. On the defensive side of the ball, Vikings have played fairly well, playing a good zone defense, showing press, causing some turnovers there. As we saw in the first half, Dodgeville just struggled a little bit to break that press, get it across half court, making it just a little bit more difficult for them, doing anything they can to disrupt the offense a little bit. Nearing the end there, Dodgeville really getting some good offense going, scoring a lot of points in a little amount of time. Another thing that they need to do on defense is stop JoJo Heimerl, who is just shooting the lights out tonight, hitting a lot of threes on the wings and just getting open. Vikings maybe should have a player just trailing her, having a hand in her face at all times and making those shots more difficult. Now a quick note regarding the events that took place yesterday. As you may have heard, our broadcast of the Mount Horeb boys varsity basketball game at Richland Center High School ended abruptly last night due to a medical emergency involving one of the game officials. We appreciated everyone's patience while we quickly handled the situation and applaud the brave and dedicated individuals who immediately jumped into action. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the families and loved ones of the affected official, and we are wishing them the best during this difficult time. We will now take our final break of the half.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Wisconsin.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
You are listening to an exclusive interview brought to you only by Wisco Radio.
Farmers Savings Bank is proud of their community banking tradition. Farmers Savings Bank is committed to providing a high level of customer service and products to enhance the well-being of the communities they serve. Whether it is for a home, farm, land, or business loan, Farmers Savings Bank has money to lend. Be sure to call your local Mount Horeb Farmers Savings Bank today at 437-2265. Farmers Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You're listening to Wisco Radio, the leader in Mount Horeb Athletics.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Wisconsin.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
This is Wisco Radio.
Hey sports fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go and unwind after the big game? Kittleson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game, brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Go Vikings!
Can't make it to the game? Catch it live on WiscoRadio.com or download our mobile app on the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store.
40 seconds left until action will resume here in the second half. Dodgeville leading Mount Horeb 22-11. Vikings with a few players in a little bit of foul trouble. No players with 3 fouls, but a few with 2. Magnuson, Leibfried, and Vesterman, to name a couple.
What Mount Horeb could really use right now is just making the shots that they have when they're open. One thing that we could really use is we've had a couple players here in easy 3-point or 2-point situations where just nerves got the best, or whatever the situation was, and they happen to miss. And I would say right now we would be certainly in the lead if we could be making those. And I think that'd be really important in the second half.
Yeah, Vikings doing a good job of getting open on the offensive side of the ball, but just not able to hit those shots when they need to. Having a lot of open threes, taking good shots, but just not able to knock them down. Dodgeville will get the ball coming out of the break as the pass will be thrown in to Riley. Riley over to White. White finding Heimerl. Heimerl on the wing. Now Vikings did change up their defense, it looks like, coming out of the half, as a jump ball will be called right away. You can see where it really happened there is the Dodgeville ran the play that they've been running all night, trying to find Heimerl open on the wing, but you had a player right in her face when she caught it, not able to shoot. So very nice job there by the Vikings, it looks like, so far, coming out of the half and adjusting what they needed to adjust. Vesterman with it, takes the shot on the wing, no good. Rebound Dodgeville. Riley bring it up. Pass stolen by Vesterman. Vesterman now pushing it up. Shot blocked by Heimerl. Vesterman gets her own rebound. Shot no good. Vesterman the rebound again. Puts up the shot. Gets another rebound. Kicks it to Wallace, who now drives in for the shot. No good. Anderson with the rebound and will get called with the foul going up for the shot. Anderson will head to the free throw line for 2 shots. Anderson at the line. 2 free throws. First one is no good, short. 22-11 the score. 17-10 left to play. Anderson, second shot, no good, air ball.
The Vikings defense here, Colin, in the second half already super strong.
Yeah, as I mentioned, switching up to that man defense, as they're showing the press here in man, not in zone like we've seen all season from them. As Heimerl will get it, pushing it up. Stopping the fast break. As Riley now has it. Riley on the wing. Riley guarded closely by Wallace. Now over on the wing to White. White dribbling in now to Bush for 3. No good, long. Rebounded by Parker. Wallace now pushing it up. Wallace slowing things down at the top, over to Vesterman on the wing. Vesterman getting the screen from Magnuson, now over to Parker. Parker dribbling in right, backs it out, now to Magnuson, who banks it in. Timeout taken by the Vikings. 16:28 left to play, 22-13 your score. We'll be right back.
When the stadium lights go on, you know it's time for Mount Horeb Barneville football, and that's where you'll find Mark Norman and Associates. As a parent and local business owner, Mark knows the importance of supporting high school athletics, the athletic program, and Mount Horeb Barneville football. Mark Norman and Associates also knows the importance of buying or selling your property. At First Weber of Mount Horeb, Mark Norman and Associates want to help you find the perfect home in the area, whether it be in the town or in the country. For the expertise and the experience you need, call 608-575-3393 or visit them online, marknorman.firstweber.com.
You are listening to Wisco Radio.
Vikings trailing Dodgeville 22-13, 16:28 left to play. Pass is thrown into Heimer all the way down the court. As she backs it out, setting the play up. Dribbling left, hands it off to Riley. Riley swings it over to Phillips for three, no good. Rebounded by White, who puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded by Magnuson. Passes it to Wallace. Wallace bringing it up. On the wing. Getting the screen from Magnuson. Nothing going, though. As she will get it to Anderson in the corner. Now down low to Magnuson. Met by a double team. Tries to hit the baseline fadeaway, no good. As it will be rebounded by Dodgeville. Heimerl bringing it up. Now to Bush. Bush to White. Riley now to White. As White will dribble it up. As she gets the basket. It also looks like the foul. First free throw from White, good. They say no shot, as she's at the line for two shots. As her second free throw is good. 24-13 the score. Vikings trailing 15:35 left to play. Wallace with it at the top. Dribbling left. Now to Anderson in the corner. Wide open for three. No good. Air ball rebounded by White. White dribbling up. Hands it off to Bush. Bush now over to Riley. Riley now to Bush for three. Shot blocked by Magnuson. Bush will get the rebound and will put up a second shot that is no good, as the Vikings will get the rebound. Wallace at the top. Trying to dribble left, crossover. Now to Anderson. Anderson in the corner. Now to Magnuson, trying to back her way down low. Gets the bucket and the foul. Magnuson will head to the free throw line for one shot, as Leibfried looks to check in for the Vikings for Anderson. Foul was on Bush, her first of the game. Second team foul for Dodgeville. Magnuson at the line for the Vikings, trying to convert the three-point play. Shot from Magnuson is good. As Phillips is looking to pass it in, as a traveling violation will be called on Dodgeville. Vikings press working there, putting pressure on Dodgeville and causing the turnover. Leibfried trying to get it into Magnuson, but it will be stolen by Bloom, as Heimer will be going up the court, will fall, as a foul will be called on the Vikings. Foul was on Thompson, her first of the game. As White gets it into Heimerl. Heimerl in the corner, guarded by Vesperman. Now up top to Phillips. Crossover on Magnuson. Trying to go to the hoop. Shot no good. Rebounds battled for and gathered in by Wallace. Wallace now pushing it up. Ball will be stolen by Heimerl, now going for the lay-in. Chased down by Vesperman. Doesn't matter. Heimerl converts. 26-16 the score. 14-10 left to play. Vikings trailing. As Wallace has it, now to Thompson. Thompson to Leibfried. Now to Vesperman, who will take the three from the wing. No good, short. Rebound Dodgeville. Trying to find Bloom, not looking for the ball, as it will end up into the hands of Heimerl, as she will give it to Phillips. Now trying to dribble in is Riley. Dribbles it off her foot. Ball's on the ground. Fought for as a jump ball will be called. 13:40 left to play. 26-16 your score. Dodgeville leading Mount Horeb. Heimerl getting it in. Over to Bloom. As the pass will be tipped and stolen by Vesperman. Vesperman now going up for the layup. No good, short. Rebounded by Leibfried. As a foul will be called on Dodgeville. Will go against Bloom. Her second of the game. 13th foul for Dodgeville in the half. As Burke will check in for Vesperman. As Magnuson will get the ball in bounds, puts up the shot, foul called. Shot no good, but Magnuson will head to the line for 2 shots. Foul was on Bloom, her third of the game. Magnuson free throw is good. 26-17, now your score, 13:29 left to play. Magnuson now getting ready for her second shot. Second shot from Magnuson is no good, bounces out, rebounded by Bush. Riley now bringing it up, finding Bush, guarded closely by Magnuson. Now to White. White hands it off to Phillips. Phillips driving in. Kicks it to the corner for 3. No good, air ball. Rebounded by Magnuson. Wallace now pushing it up for the Vikings. Over to Elliott on the wing. Elliott finding Magnuson in the post. Magnuson working on her defender. Shot no good. Rebounded by Bush. Heimerl now with it. Heimerl kicks it to Bush for 3. No good, short. Rebounded by White. White now swings it up top to Phillips. Dodgeville setting up their offense. Riley now with it, guarded closely by Wallace up top. As she'll try to find Bush down low. Met a couple of defenders, not to Heimerl on the wing. Ball almost poked away by Thompson. As Riley will now have it driving baseline, puts up the shot, no good, bounces out, rebounded by Wallace. 12:08 left to play, Vikings trailing 26-17. Burke hands it off to Magnuson. Magnuson tries to dribble in, as Magnuson will be called for the charge. Her third foul of the game. 13th foul as well. Magnuson in a little bit of foul trouble. Only Vikings player with 3 fouls. Vikings having a little bit of confusion there. Something Coach Lazar was not happy about. As Heimerl has it on the wing. Over to White. White now pass stolen by Vesperman. Vesperman going for the easy lay-in and gets it. Timeout taken by Dodgeville. 11:41 left to play. Dodgers leading 26-19.
Are you in need of chiropractic services? Dr. Joe Ryan at Mount Horeb Chiropractic will provide the finest chiropractic care to each and every patient. Dr. Ryan uses advanced spinal correction and chiropractic adjustments utilizing state-of-the-art techniques. Dr. Ryan has years of training, expertise, and experience in helping patients get relief from their back pain, neck pain, and other related conditions. Located at 1840 Business Highway 18151 next to Pizza Hut, or call 608-437-0099 to set up an appointment today.
You're listening to Wisco Radio, the leader in Mount Horeb Prep Athletics.
26-19 the score, 11:41 left to play. Dodgeville with the ball. Trying to break the Mount Horeb press. Heimerl bring it up. As looks like they will get Thompson for the foul. Thompson's second foul of the game, 4th team foul for the Vikings. Heimerl will get it, throws it back to White. White now pushing it up. White trying to go all the way up to the hoop. Ball will be poked out of bounds by Elliott. Will remain with Dodgeville. Ball will be thrown in to Bush. Bush trying to go to the hoop as a travel will be called.
Julian Magnuson returns for Mount Horeb.
Magnuson checking into this one for Thompson. Magnuson with 3 fouls, so she has to be a little bit careful here. Still a lot of time left to play. Can't get in too much foul trouble yet. As Vesterman will give it to Elliott in the corner. Elliott trying to dribble in, almost loses her dribble. Magnuson down low, kicks it to Anderson. As Anderson will be called with the travel. 11-13 left to play. Dodgeville leading 26-19.
Aisha Thompson returns for the Vikings.
And Thompson now checking right back into this one for Anderson. Heimerl with it. Getting it into White. White bringing it up. Now to Bush. Excuse me, White. Now to Heimerl. Now back to White. White hands it off to the other White as a foul will be called on the Vikings. Foul was on Elliott, her first of the game, 15th foul for the Vikings. As the ball will go out of bounds. Actually, they will call a foul on the Vikings. Foul was on Thompson, her 3rd of the game now. Her and Magnuson both with 3 now for the Vikings. White swings it over to Heimerl. Heimerl on the wing. Trying to dribble left. Now up top to Bush. Bush dribbling all the way to the hoop. Shot no good. Rebounded by Magnuson. Magnuson giving it to Vesterman. Vesterman now running the point guard position for Mount Horeb. Trying to dribble all the way to the hoop as a foul will be called as she's driving. No shot on the play. Foul was on Maggie White, her 3rd of the game. 15th foul for Dodgeville. Leibfried passing it in for the Vikings. Finding Wallace. Wallace on the wing, dribbling left. Puts up the shot, banks it in. 26-21 now the score. Vikings cutting the lead down to 5 with 10:18 left to play. Riley bringing it up. Hands it off to White. White dribbling left. Now to Heimerl. Now to Riley in the corner. Swings it over to Bush. Pass is deflected by Leibfried, but ends up into the hands of Bush. Now up top to White for 3. No good. Rebounded by Leibfried. Wallace gets the screen from Magnuson in the corner now. Leibfried now tries to get it down low to Magnuson. Pass deflected, stolen by Dodgeville. Now pushing it up is Phillips as the ball be ripped away by Leibfried. As Wallace now pushes it up to Vesperman. Vesperman on the wing. Trying to find Magnuson, but they will call the foul on Dodgeville. They will get Marley Bush for the foul. Her second foul of the game, 16th foul for Dodgeville. Parker with it in the corner, up top to Wallace, now to Magnuson. He gives it back to Wallace, trying to set a play up for the Vikings. Now over to Buys, now to Parker in the corner. Skips it to Vesperman, now kicks it to Wallace in the corner. Back to Vesperman, now back to Wallace in the corner. Vesperman on the wing, dribbling in, kicks it to Buys. Buys up top, finding Magnuson down low. Giving it back to Wallace, now kicks it out to Buys. Buys over to Magnuson now, as looks like they will get Magnuson for the travel. (26-21) your score. 8:54 left to play. Ball will be deflected out of bounds, but will remain with Dodgeville. Phillips looking to pass it in. Phillips getting it to Heimerl, right off her hands and out of bounds. Careless turnover there for Dodgeville, right off the hands of Heimerl, as Thompson will have it at the top. Thompson to Magnuson. Gives it to Vesperman now. Vesperman at the top, now on the wing. Bounces it into Magnuson. Now to Thompson at the top, now to Parker. Now to Wallace in the corner. Wallace now will take the three from the wing. No good, short. Rebounded by Thompson. As Thompson looks to get it to Magnuson, but the ball will go out of bounds. Phillips now looking to pass it in for Dodgeville. Now bringing it up is Phillips. At the top, dribbling in. Ball will go out of bounds. Last touch by Phillips, and will be Vikings ball. 26-21 your score, 8:17 left to play. Wallace walking it up for the Vikings, as a timeout will be taken by the Vikings. 8:09 left to play. Dodgeville leading 26-21.
All right, guys, we're ready for our four-season sunroom, and Daddy's gonna get a rec room with refreshments.
Oh no, we'll be sleeping under the stars.
Mom, what about the one with, the fun?
Nice try, little bro. It's a gym. My gym.
Hey, Grandma's getting her Four Seasons garden room. Weather tight and still like being outdoors. Maybe a living room. Oh no, wait, a family hub.
Yeah! No matter what the budget, the season, or the climate, Four Seasons Sunrooms let you and your family enjoy the outdoors inside. Call now to hear more about these great offers from the premier manufacturer of sunrooms since 1975.
More reasons for Four Seasons now.
To find out more, call toll-free 800-988-4477. That's 800-988-4477. Call 800-988-4477 today.
You are listening to the Mount Horeb Vikings on Wisco Radio.
Welcome back to Dodgeville High School. Dodgers leading the Vikings 26-21. 8:09 remaining in this one. Vikings will have the ball coming out of the timeout, as Wallace will bring it up, finds Magnuson near the free throw line. Magnuson trying to dribble left, now to Leibfried on the wing, back to Magnuson at the top. Now over right to Vesperman, now to Leibfried. Leibfried takes the three, no good, long, rebounded by Riley. As a traveling violation will be called on Dodgeville, as they're trying to bring it up the court. Another careless turnover for Dodgeville. Had a couple of those in the past couple of minutes where they don't even get it across half court, and no Vikings players even really near them. They just throw the ball away or make a careless turnover just like that. Wallace on the wing finds Magnuson in the post, puts up the shot, good. That shot cuts the Dodgers lead down to 3 with 7:32 left to play. Dodgeville only able to score 4 points so far in the first 10.5 minutes of play in the second half. Riley now to White. Now up top to Phillips. Phillips trying to go down low. Now kicks it out to Riley. Now finding Phillips again. Now back to Heimerl for three. No good. Bounces out. Rebounded by Parker. Wallace now running the point. Wallace over to Vesperman. On the wing, driving in for the shot. No good. Rebounded by Magnuson, who will put up the second chance shot and gets it. 26-25 now the score. Dodgeville leading with 6:36 left to play. Bush at the top. Now to White. White driving in. They say no shot. Foul will be called on the floor. Foul was on Parker. Her second of the game. 7th team foul for the Vikings. Dodgeville will be in bonus for the remainder of this one. Dodgeville also with 6 team fouls. So one more foul and the Vikings will also be in bonus as the free throw is no good. Rebound Vikings. Wallace at the top over to Leibfried. Leibfried now to Magnuson. Magnuson trying to dribble in as they will get her for the travel. Thompson and Elliott checking in for the Vikings. .6:12 remaining. 26-25 your score. Dodgeville leading. As pass will go off the foot of Heimerl and goes out of bounds, will be Vikings ball. Timeout taken by Dodgeville. 26-25 your score, 6:11 left to play.
Did you know that one of the top global providers of 3D printing and additive manufacturing services is located right here just outside of Mount Horeb? Since 2001, Midwest Prototyping has been creating parts and prototypes for companies worldwide. To learn more, visit MidwestProto.com. Midwest Prototyping proudly supports Mount Horeb students through internships, technical education programs, and athletics. Go Vikings!
Wisco Radio, home of the Mount Horeb Vikings.
Welcome back to Dodgeville High School. 26-25 your score. Dodgeville leading Mount Horeb. 6:11 left to play. A lot of turnovers here in this game. A lot of stoppage of play. Both teams playing really sloppy, not getting good offense on either side of things here. Only 26 and 25 points scored. Both teams coming into this one were averaging 48 points per game. So both teams right now just above half of what they normally score. As Wallace will have it for the Vikings. Wallace over to Vesperman on the wing. Now to Magnuson. Magnuson to Anderson. Anderson now to Vesperman at the top. Over to Elliott on the wing. Back right to Magnuson. Now swings it over to Vesperman. Dribbling in, puts up the jumper. No good. Rebounded by Elliott. Elliott now putting up the shot. No good. Rebounded as a jump ball will be called. Possession will go to the Vikings.
Mount Horeb here really putting in some work, finally catching up a 1-point game, and now we're keeping it on our side of the court.
Vikings down 11 at the half. Cutting that lead down to 1, never really having the lead in this game. As Anderson at the top, now to Wallace. Wallace over to Vesperman. To Magnuson on the elbow. Puts up the jumper, no good long. Rebounded by Dodgeville as a foul will be called. Foul will be on Elliott. her second of the game. 8th team foul for the Vikings, as Riley will be at the line for a bonus. Free throw from Riley, no good. Rebound Magnuson. Magnuson now over to Wallace. Wallace crosses half court. Now over to Vesperman. Getting the screen from Magnuson. Now to Anderson in the corner. Anderson dribbling in with the left hand. Shot no good. Rebound Magnuson. Now to Elliott. Swings it over to Wallace. Now to Vesperman in the corner. Dribbling in. Shot blocked out of bounds. Will remain with the Vikings. Leibfried checking in for Mount Horeb. Coming in for Elliott. 26-25 the score. 4:51 left to play. Magnuson dribbling in, puts the shot up, will be fouled on the way up, and will head to the free throw line for 2 shots. Foul was on Riley, her second of the game, as Magnuson's first free throw is good. This one is now tied 26-26 with 4:48 left to play. Magnuson now getting ready for her second shot, as it is up and bounces out, no good. Rebounded by Bush. Bush giving it to Heimerl. Dodgeville now looking to run a play. Heimerl getting it down low to Bush. Ball is fought for and ends up into the hands of White, who will put up the shot, no good, but is fouled on the way up. As they will get Anderson with the foul. Her second of the game, 9th team foul for the Vikings. As White's first free throw is good. Parker now looking to check in. Coming in for Leibfried. As White's second free throw is good as well. Dodgeville now taking the 2-point lead, 28-26, with 4:25 left to play. Wallace now over to Parker. Parker skips it to Anderson, now to Vesperman on the wing. Vesperman now to Anderson in the corner, now back to Vesperman, now to Parker. Parker on the wing, wide open from 3, no good. Ball will be rebounded by Magnuson, as Magnuson will now shoot the jumper, no good, rebounded by Vesperman. Vesperman now going up for the shot, no good, rebounded Magnuson, and she will finally get a bucket to go. Vikings taking a lot of shots there, getting a lot of offensive rebounds as well, and getting those second chance points. As Heimer will drive in, as Parker will be called for the block, and Heimer will head to the line for 2 shots. Foul was on Parker, her third of the game. 10th team foul for the Vikings, as Heimer is at the line for 2 shots. First shot, no good from Heimerl. Game will remain tied 28-28 with 3:40 left to play. Second shot from Heimerl is no good as well. Rebounded by Leibfried. Wallace now pushing it up for the Vikings. Wallace gets the screen from Magnuson. Wallace still dribbling it around. Almost loses her dribble now. Gets it to Leibfried. Now to Magnuson down low as she gets the shot.
And just like that, Colin, for the first time in the game tonight, the Vikings are in the lead.
Vikings, as you said, in the lead, 30-28. As the ball will go out of bounds. Last touch by Dodgeville and will go to the Vikings. Wallace bringing it up for the Vikings. Gets the screen from Leibfried as they will call the offensive foul on Leibfried. And will be a Vikings turnover. 2:56 left to play. 32-28 the score. Third foul for Leibfried on the night.
$2:56 left in the half.
Dodgeville getting it in. White now bringing it up. Giving it to Riley. Riley dribbling in, trying to find Bush. Finds her. Baseline jumper no good. Ball will go out of bounds. Last touch by Dodgeville. 2:40 left to play. Vikings leading the Dodgers 32-28. As Wallace will cross half court. Wallace getting the screen from Magnuson. Now a wide open three. No good, long. Ball will be rebounded by Heimerl. Heimerl now pushing it up as a timeout will be taken by Dodgeville. 30-20 your score. Mount Horeb leading with 2:18 left to play.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Wisconsin.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
This is Wisco Radio.
2:18 left to play in this one. Vikings leading 30-28. Vikings playing a really solid defensive half in this second half, only allowing 6 points so far. The main thing that they switched up is they stopped playing zone defense. The first half, it really didn't work out well for them at all, allowing a lot of open three-pointers, especially from Heimerl, who has been lights out from the three, especially in the first half, not hitting any in the second half, not even taking any. But Vikings playing really good defense to close it out here and looking to continue that over these last couple of minutes. Riley over to Heimerl on the wing as a traveling violation will be called on Heimerl.
The Dodgers here are giving up a lot of easy points here when the Vikings are close in man and they have somebody down the post and they just travel or just some basic violation where they have to give it back.
Yeah, Dodgeville having a lot of turnovers, especially in this second half, as Wallace now has it, finding Magnuson in the post. Magnuson tries to put up the shot, but they say she traveled before the shot. 1:57 left to play, 30-28 your score, Vikings lead. Heimerl now over to Phillips. Phillips now pushing it up. Phillips trying to go down low, puts up the shot, and it goes. Now a tie game with 1:41 left to play. Wallace getting the screen from Magnuson, finding Vesperman on the wing. Now over to Anderson. Anderson back to Vesperman, now to Wallace. Wallace getting the screen from Magnuson now. As Magnuson now has it on the wing. Skips it over to Vesperman. Vesperman now dribbling all the way in. Kicking it to Anderson, now to Magnuson. Wide open at the top for three. No good. Ball will try to be saved in by Anderson as it goes into the hands of Dodgeville, and a timeout will be called. We'll take one as well. We will be right back.
Farmers Savings Bank is proud of their community banking tradition. Farmers Savings Bank is committed to providing a high level of customer service and products to enhance the well-being of the communities they serve. Whether it is for a home, farm, land, or business loan, Farmers Savings Bank has money to lend. Be sure to call your local Mount Horeb Farmers Savings Bank today at 437-2265. Farmers Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Now it's time to get back to the Vikings athletic action, brought to you live right here on Wisco Radio.
1:03 left to play. Tie game, 30-30 the score. As Dodgeville will get the ball coming out of the timeout. As the ball will be stolen by Magnuson. Trying to get it into Heimel. Now to Wallace. Wallace to Thompson. Thompson in the corner. Timeout taken by the Vikings. We will take one as well. 30-30 your score. 56 seconds left to play.
Do you have an idea for an invention or new product? Do you think companies would be interested in your idea? Do you want to try to get a patent? Then call InventHelp now. InventHelp keeps your idea confidential and explains every step of the invention process. Join the thousands of people just like you who chose InventHelp to pursue their idea. We are experienced. We are working for you. We are InventHelp. Get started with your idea. Call for free information.
Call 1-800-461-2844. That's 1-800-461-2844.
Find all previous stats, replays of past games, and weekly podcasts covering all Vikings athletic action by going to wiscoradio.com and clicking under the Archives podcast tab.
Vasperman looking to pass it in for the Vikings coming out of the break as she will get it into Wallace. 52 seconds left to play. Score is 30-30. As the ball will be poked away and will end up into the hands of Dodgeville as they will get the timeout called. Vikings coach is not very happy, saying Dodgeville never had possession of that ball. Officials say it was in possession for Dodgeville, however. Last couple minutes here have been very sloppy. As a matter of fact, the whole game has been sloppy. A lot of turnovers, a lot of careless possessions with the ball, forcing up rush shots. Both teams just looking for one shot now to close it out with 44 seconds left to play.
Absolutely, Colin. I'm really wondering how this is going to end here. We have a tie with less than 45 seconds to go, and both teams just with turnover after turnover, missed shot. I'd be interested if this doesn't go into overtime.
44.6 seconds on the clock. Dodgeville will get the ball out of the timeout. Phillips will look to throw it in. Phillips getting it to Heimerl. Heimerl handing it off to White. White dribbling it in. Now to Riley. Riley to Bush. Now down low to Riley. Riley stuck down low. Now finding Phillips. 25 seconds left to play as a timeout will be taken by Dodgeville. 24 seconds left to play. Score is tied. We will be right back.
Hey sports fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go and unwind after the big game? Kittleson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game, brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Go Vikings!
Follow us on Twitter and Facebook at Wisco Radio for photos, stats, the tip tracker, and much more.
24 seconds left on the clock. Score is tied 30-30. Dodgeville will get the ball coming out of this timeout. Dodgeville using their last timeout there. Vikings still with 2 left. Vikings have 10 fouls to their credit, so Dodgeville is in double bonus. Vikings have to make sure not to foul here. As Phillips looks to throw it in. Phillips getting it into Heimerl. Heimerl near half court. Vikings putting a lot of pressure as a foul will be called on the Vikings. As Bush will head to the line for 2 shots. 16 seconds left on the clock, something the Vikings really probably didn't want to do there is foul and give Bush 2 free chances to take the lead. First one from Bush is no good, air ball. Tie game, 30-30. Bush at the line for one shot with 16 seconds left. Bush, second shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Magnuson. Magnuson handing it off to Wallace. 11 seconds left. Wallace with it at the top. 8 seconds left to play as the Vikings will take a timeout. We will take one as well. We'll be right back.
When the stadium lights go on, you know it's time for Mount Horeb Barneville football, and that's where you'll find Mark Norman and Associates. As a parent and local business owner, Mark knows the importance of supporting high school athletics, the athletic program, and Mount Horeb Barneville football. Mark Norman and Associates also knows the importance of buying or selling your property. At First Weber of Mount Horeb, Mark Norman and Associates want to help you find the perfect home in the area, whether it be in the town or in the country. For the expertise and the experience you need, call 608-575-3393 or visit them online, marknorman.firstweber.com.
You're listening to Wisco Radio, the leader in Mount Horeb Prep Athletics.
8.6 seconds left to play. 30-30 your score. Bush just missed a couple of key free throws there for Dodgeville. If she would have hit either of those, they would have taken the lead. Missed both of them. Vikings now with the chance to take the lead here late in this one.
That situation was very unfortunate for the Dodgers. As you said, Colin, those 2 points would have left them, 2 points ahead with a lot less than 10 seconds left.
Vesperman getting it into Wallace. Wallace now on the wing. 5 seconds left to play. To Vesperman. Now to Magnuson. Magnuson for three. No good. 30-30 at the end of regulation as we will head to overtime. We will take a quick break before overtime here. 30-30 your score at the end of regulation.
Do you have an idea for an invention or new product? Do you think companies would be interested in your idea? Do you want to try to get a patent? Then call InventHelp now. InventHelp keeps your idea confidential and explains every step of the invention process. Join the thousands of people just like you who chose InventHelp to pursue their idea. We are experienced. We are working for you. We are InventHelp. Get started with your idea. Call for free information.
Call 1-800-461-2844. That's 1-800-461-2844.
Can't make it to the game? Catch it live on WiscoRadio.com or download our mobile app on the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store.
All right, guys, we're ready for our four-season sunroom, and Daddy's gonna get a rec room with refreshments.
Oh no, we'll be sleeping under the stars.
Mom, what about the one with, the fun?
Nice try, little bro. It's a gym. My gym.
Hey, Grandma's getting her Four Seasons garden room. Weather tight and still like being outdoors. Maybe a living room. Oh no, wait, a family hub.
Yeah! No matter what the budget, the season, or the climate, Four Seasons Sunrooms let you and your family enjoy the outdoors inside. Call now to hear more about these great offers from the premier manufacturer of sunrooms since 1975.
More reasons for Four Seasons now.
To find out more, call toll-free 800-988-4477. That's 800-988-4477. Call 800-988-4477 today.
You are listening to Vikings basketball right here on Wisco Radio.
Starting overtime, Dodgeville got the ball, got it down to the hoop. Foul was called. As Dodgeville will head to the free throw line for 2 shots. The first one is no good. At the line for Dodgeville is Riley. The foul was on Wallace, her first of the game. Fouls do carry over into overtime, so Dodgeville is in double bonus. Vikings in single bonus. Dodgeville only with 17 fouls. As the second free throw is good. 31-30, now your score. 3:41 left to play in overtime. Vesperman over to Magnuson. Magnuson now trying to find Livefried. Livefried down low. Puts up the shot and gets it. Vikings now taking the lead, 32-31. White pushing it up, going all the way to the hoop. Shot no good, rebounded by Magnuson. 3:14 left to play. Vikings up 1, 32-31. Magnuson at the top. Now to Vesperman. Vesperman wide open for 3. Good. Vesperman wide open on the wing for the three-pointer. 35-31 now your score. Vikings lead with 2:53 remaining. White on the wing. Over to Heimerl, no good. Ball is on the floor, gathered in by Vesperman, gives it to Magnuson. Wallace slowly walking it up for the Vikings. Wallace on the wing, getting the screen now to Magnuson on the opposite wing. Now to Lively at the top. Finding Magnuson down low for the lay-in. 37-31 now the score. Vikings coming out fast right away in overtime, taking a 6-point lead. 2:07 left to play. Dodgeville with the ball down on their side of the court. Ball poked away, gathered in by Heimerl. As Bush now has it. Bush on the wing, hands it off to White. White trying to go baseline, as they will get Emma Anderson with the foul. Fourth foul for Anderson, as the first free throw is good from White. White now getting ready for her second shot, and as I mentioned, Anderson with her fourth foul. She's got to be careful. One more foul and she'll be done for the remainder of this one, as the second free throw from White is good as well. Both teams struggling to score in the last couple minutes of regulation, but both of them scoring a lot of points here quickly in overtime. 1:41 left to play. Wallace with the ball. Wallace at the top, over to Vesperman on the wing. Livefried in the corner now. Now back to Vesperman. Vesperman now to Livefried. Now to Magnuson down low. Shot no good. Rebounded by Dodgeville. White bringing it up. Over to Riley. Riley trying to dribble right. Hands it off to Heimerl. Heimerl dribbling in. Shot good. And the foul. Heimerl now at the line with the chance of a three-point play. 1:09 left to play. 37-35 your score. Vikings leading. Heimerl free throw, short, no good. But Heimerl will get her own rebound with 1:04 left to play. Riley on the wing. Riley still on the wing with it. Gets it down low to Bush. Bush going in for the shot, no good. Rebounded by Wallace with 48 seconds left to play. Vikings leading by 2, 37-35. Wallace gets across half court. Timeout taken by the Vikings. Vikings up by 2. 40 seconds left to play. Vikings really just need to hold on to it here. Try to run out as much clock as possible. And then hopefully get some more points to make it a 2-possession ball game here.
Absolutely, Colin. I think if the Vikings could get it down here, a three-point I think could pretty much end the game. A two-pointer could also secure the victory.
Especially if the Vikings take a lot of time off that clock. Still 40 seconds left. Still a lot of time. Enough time for Dodgeville to get a couple scores here. Vikings coming out of this timeout with the ball. Both teams with one timeout left. As we mentioned, Dodgeville is in double bonus. Mount Horeb is in single. Vesperman will get it into Wallace. Wallace now dribbling up, finding Vesperman. Vesperman now to Magnuson. Magnuson loses the pass and ends up into the hands of Dodgeville. 25 seconds left to play. Heimerl with it on the wing. Heimerl guarded by Vesperman. Now to Riley at the top. 15 seconds left to play. Dodgeville down by 2 with the ball. As the ball will be stolen by Vesperman, as a foul will be called on Heimerl, and Vesperman will head to the free throw line for 1 and 1.
12.3 seconds left, Colin. This could very well be it.
2 very crucial free throws here. If she knocks down both of them, will make it a 2-possession game. Vesperman getting ready for her first shot, as it is up and good. Vikings now lead by 3, 38-35. 12.3 seconds remaining. Vesperman, second free throw, good as well. Makes it a 4-point ball game with 12 seconds left. Pushing up now, Heimerl on the wing. Finding Bush down low, shot no good, rebounded by Magnuson. 3 seconds left. We'll let the clock run out, as the Vikings will come out victorious in overtime, 39-35. We will take a quick break, and then we'll be right back with the Wisco Radio postgame show.
Rural Mutual Insurance, keeping Wisconsin strong.
The Jared Nelson Agency is a proud supporter of Viking athletics. Known as the top farm insurer in Wisconsin, the Jared Nelson Agency is also your source for commercial, home, auto, and life insurance. Call 437-4020 or stop by the office at 211 West Main Street, Mount Horeb, to protect what matters most.
Rural Mutual Insurance, keeping Wisconsin strong.
You are listening to Vikings basketball right here on Wisco Radio.
Vikings coming out victorious, 39-35 in overtime. Vikings playing a very solid second half, a lot better than their first half. Vikings only scoring 11 points in the first half, coming out in the second half a lot better. Also on the defensive side of things, after halftime, they switched up their defense and went to a man defense instead of the zone, which really seemed to shut down Dodgeville. I mean, in the first half, Heimerl had, I don't know how many threes, but a lot of them on open looks from the getting open in the zone defense. Switched it to man, had a player guarding her the whole game, hand in her face at all times, didn't get any open looks and any threes in the second half.
Both teams did great tonight, Colin. I think we can both agree on that. Plenty of good points scored, plenty of good stops, and plenty of turnovers by both teams. One thing, if I could say, at least for the Vikings, for the next game, would just be making those open 2-pointer and 3-pointers that they just missed tonight. That would have secured their victory even farther than they had it tonight. But I would say still great job by both teams.
And another thing, next game for the Vikings would just be limiting turnovers. We see it every game. You can always something that you can get better at. But Vikings really careless with the ball tonight. A lot of violations called, a lot of just errant passes. So another thing that they should like to clean up before their playoff game. With that, I believe we will end things here. I'm Colin Loger alongside Evan Stange. Thank you for tuning in. Stay safe and go Vikings.
This is Wisco Radio.
What are you going to do with your old car? You can try selling it, you could junk it, or you can donate it to Heritage for the Blind. Your car will be towed away for free, and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-639-8620. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats. It doesn't matter if your vehicle runs or not.